They say, if you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. And so we now realize that we have fortunately never really waited to feel talented enough, skilled enough in all that what we've done up until now. And especially and more so when it comes to our inspiring video creations. We just made them. Even though we had absolutely no talent or skill or know-how on how to start inspiring, writing, speaking, video creating, posting on all platforms, managing them and so on. We started anyways. We made them anyways. Outsourcing never entered our mind not because we didn't have resources enough, but because we knew we are the source. Because we knew we are more than enough. And so we decided to make them anyhow. And so we learned along the way anyhow. But all we knew was, we are going to do this no matter what. This is what I'm going to do at this point on my timeline. For we had over the course of our life felt that something within was not dying but already dead since for long. And we had absolutely no idea what it was and how to lift it up. We must have tried various forms of expressions in our attempts to lift it up, only to fall flat on the timeline, the lifeline, eventually. And so for long our challenge has been, our struggle has been how to lift the dead within up. How are we going to lift it up? For we knew that if we were to lift the dead within up, we were going to really have to do something that we haven't done before. And that is because the dead within was dead for a reason. And if we were to awaken it, enliven it only to do the same things that we've always been doing, no matter the talent or the skills the dead had, it would be meaningless, would have no value, no point, no purpose, and would in fact only be a disaster. And that is where we understood, to lift the dead up, we would have to start to lift up from the ground zero up and then build it up. We would also have to stop looking around to see what all others have already built up, for that would only lead to comparisons and distract us. And so starting from zero meant firstly learning to embrace what made us different, so as to then start acting upon our inspiring ideas that cropped up in our mind out of the blue, no matter the outcome, no matter the result. For the matter of fact was that we were actually testing our own self whether we could and would take action upon our ideas, or did we wait until we gathered enough courage, talent, skill set, resources and so on. And so as fearful as we are of this one exercise, for we fear lifting it wrong and getting hurt, we realize it is because we are fearful of lifting our dead within up wrongly and getting hurt. And perhaps that is where we are fortunate that these deadlifts have not only taught us some valuable life lessons, but has also allowed us to practice lifting up from the ground zero up and building up to not only our body weight in terms of our strength, but also ourself in terms of our spirit. Walk with me as we each stop waiting and start walking upon our inspiring ideas, for we now know that we can learn along the way. Walk with me as we each awaken, enliven and lift the dead within up.